Oh God. Look at that. I should put on something for that. Good evening, everyone. Let's turn on the light to see if I can remove that blemish. Hope I can't. It's too apparent. It's too much there. It's gonna be annoying. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I hope you're having a great day. I'm Saint Havoc, and I'm here to stream some Talishar and talk. I know it's been a minute since I've last streamed. That is true, but I am back now. It's been a very busy few days for a week for me. I hope y'all have been taking care of yourselves. I hope y'all have been doing great. I have been doing what I can, and I've had some friends over and just had a good time, but I'm ready to get back into the things of it. I've got a lot of backlog to catch up on. I got a lot of video to edit. I've found some solutions to some problems I was having. Hopefully they work out great. Next lore video should be out eventually. So thank you for joining me when you get here. Yeah. I'm gonna jump into things. So let's make sure. Nope, that is the wrong. Congratulations. You can see everything behind the scenes right now. How do I do this? Mainstream. Background. No. Firefox. Wrong. Firefox. There we go. Okay. So, what do I want to go over today? Well, the first things first, I want to take a look at the world tour. Because I saw some interesting things online, but I have not yet actually had the opportunity to look at things. So, being that we know that there were Battle Hard in Chicago, in Munich, I want to take a look at the standings and see if we can get any of these deck lists, because I saw some very interesting information in the top 8. Slippy. Let's go up one more. Here we go. This should be it. I think maybe it was Munich. Yes. Here we are. I wanted... maybe it won't let me. No, I guess they didn't do it for these. Interesting. I thought they would do deck lists. Maybe they'll be on February. We'll take a look. We'll take a look. Tournament decks. See if we can't find these lists, because I want to see a few things. So here's something very interesting. A first place, Nat Victor. Crazy. Looks like your pretty run-of-the-mill Victor deck, except for 2 minus touches instead of 1. A lot more defensive. I would be very interested to see what the staunch response is. Live on Twitch? I should be. We'll see. Yeah, we're live. Fantastic. Just a lot of very interesting things in this deck list. And you can see that all of this was... Wait a second. This isn't right either. This is July. Weird. I go to deck lists. Is it there? Alright, so here we got Florian, Dash, Florian, Gravy Bones, Victor. This is what I wanted to look at. First place Victor at Manila. Very interesting. Yep. So, once again, a tech plating we represent. We love to see tech plating here. We love to see tech plating wherever. It's a good card. Deserves all the love in the world. What else do they got? So, no, because this is 1 Midas touch, but it does have Glash of Bravado, which is interesting. I guess that can be good. And Aura. So this might be, maybe. We'll have to see how the new Florian plays out. I haven't played a lot of the new Florian. Obviously, honestly, to be quite honest, the Yellow Thunks. Very interesting. I guess you're expecting to clash more, and it is a 7, so it's not that bad. Arcane Compliance, so I'm wondering if that is just the solve to something like Kano. I mean, 2 Null Rune is interesting as well. That's 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Pet Perfect's interesting. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 misses in the deck. I'm assuming he probably didn't play. I'd have to go back and look at some of the games. More than, you know, what is 13 misses? So let's see what they've got here. They've got Balance of Justice, which is interesting. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to compare it to my current Havoc's. Oh, don't tell me I lost Wi-Fi. No, just a small blip. Okay, that's totally fine. So we're going to compare this to what we've got here. We have Fendel. Yep. So, okay, so we got starting point. Go again, activate this only if you played a card or activated. Okay, I'm hoping that goes away. Yeah, it is a little less than I normally get. Let me close out some secondary apps if I've got any open. Nothing major. Nothing that should be causing blips like that. Alright, so we will go ahead and hope that my speed stays up and that I don't get any more blips and that everything works as intended. I've never actually had an issue with YouTube before like that. That is frustrating. We'll see. We'll keep that open and just keep watching that. So, yep, so what did we say? They said no to snappies, yes to... And is it this turn or this chain? This reaction step. Okay, so activating ability would be... That can be pretty good. So maybe we do go here and we look at this and we try this out. Put this into the maybes point and we'll bring this up into the main deck. Other than that, you are only running 2, which means you are putting the chess piece into the maybe slot, which is interesting. Wrong piece. That would have been embarrassing. So looking at what else we have here. Edric's deck list. Mask of Deceit, starting point. So 2 of those, 2 Claves, 1 Faendal, 1 Flick Knives, 1 Balance of Justice. So you're bringing in the Balance of Justice. And we'll put that in the inventory because that is a major you may play against that. Now let's take a look. Blanches. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about Blanche. Honestly, if I'm going to keep a Popper, I think it's going to be Wage Gold, but we'll consider, I'll have to look into some reasons. So then we got the CNCs. Cut from the same cloth, I do play those. An Inertia Trap, which is interesting. Okay, so what would be the reasoning behind an Inertia Trap? Puts an Inertia token under someone else, which is true. We're going to put this in the inventory for now. What else do they do? 3 Kids of Deaths, 2 Layers, 3 Leaves, 3 Marks, 3 Orbs, 2 Pain in the backsides. I don't hate Pain, I just haven't been playing with it. We'll take a look at that because I am going a very heavy dagger build, and it does suck to flick my daggers as I do. Pick up the point, so that's extra retrieves. So, hold on. Before I continue doing this, we are going to put these in the maybe. And then we're also going to put this in the maybe. We're going to save this as a new version. This is going to be called Before Major Edits. Fantastic. And this will be perfect. And then we are going to edit. We're going to go back. We're going to go, hey, we want to go to the latest version of this deck. So let's take a look at these. We got Post Blonde's Clarity. Then we got The Right Choice, which had bonds. And then we got before major edits, and now we got what I'm going to call post. Post worlds, I guess. We'll figure out what we'll call this as we go about. So next thing we're going to do is we are going to throw in the cards that I saw. Then we got pick up the point. And were you running 2 or 3 of these? 3. So we're going to add 3 pick up the points. What else have we got here? Pick up the point, Skaver, Scar, Shelter. Only 2 shelters. So we're going to do a maybe on one of those to keep it in the mace. Then we got 3 sinks, 3 stains, 3 tarantulas, 3 to the points, 2 up sticks and runs. I guess with the other one you do only need 2. So we'll move that to a maybe slot as well. Now, what have they got in yellows? They've got the Codex of Inertia and Frailty. Inertia is interesting. So we're going to put these in the inventory for now. We're going to remove that. And you're not running Take Up the Mantles? Very interesting. Okay. I guess with the dagger, you're not going to get those off as much as you really want to, which is unique, and I don't hate it. Looking on what's next, we got 1 exposed, so we're going to put that in the deck. What else have we got? Mark of the Black Widow, Orb Weaver, Persuasive, Shred, and Surgical. Ooh! I do find it interesting that Surgical is having its comeback. So let's take out some of these things. So we're going to put these in the maybe. There was 3 Orb Weaver Spinnerets. We are just going to do a straight 1-2-1 for now, and then I'm going to edit it as I play. Surgical, Shred, Persuasive, Orb, Mark, and Expose. So we're going to put that in the maybe, put those in the maybe. Bye guys, I love you. Surgical, Shred, Persuasive, Orb Weaver, Mark, and maybes. Okay. So this is definitely a very heavy dagger build. Then we have the codexes in the inertia. So we'll put the codexes, we're moving that to the maybe, we're moving these to the maybe, and we're getting Blanche. Is it just 2 Blanches? It is just 2 Blanches. Okay. So we got the codex in the inertia. What else do we have? We have the up sticks and run to the point, Tarantula Toxin. The rest of this should be 1-2-1. I don't think I need to modify anything because this is 80 out of 80. So we're going to call this version Edric's. Fantastic. And then we are going to go here. So let's take a look at what we can put in the sideboard, right? Currently, we've got the 3 pieces of equipment, which is fine. These, which are in the sideboard. Sideboard, more reaction focused, not the worst card in the world, but also, if I'm going to go 6, 9, and then do 1 more. What is this? Put top card face down into their arsenal. Discard a card. We'll try those in the base. And then we can put in either 2 D-reacts, depending on the matchup. This is cut from the same cloth. So that puts us at 61. I don't think we want to fat deck this every time. So what would one remove for this? Very much dagger heavy. This is very much a warrior with extra steps. I feel like the blue base is already low enough. I need to keep it as it is. And I would like those extra retrieves for the flicks, for the assured marks. I don't know. It's a hard choice. 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll put that in the inventory for now. Okay. We are going to give this a shot, see how much I like it. And if I hate it, we're going to go back to the old Mario. It's going to be a fun time. Okay. Also, the matchups should probably just be removed at this point. I will work on these later, maybe later in the stream. Once we decide what level we like, we will work on the matchups. This is very interesting. So second place Arachne. Okay, here we go. Mirror matchup. This is not that hard. This is just inertia trap. And then, well, we do want more D-reacts here, don't we? Then we are also going to take out... What do I want to take out against you? We are going to take out... No, we're just going to fat deck into you, I think. We have to put those in. And then we will do one sink below. We'll see. 64. Okay. Okay, good. I went second. This hand is all about blocking. We'll see how this works. Probably not well. Very rusty. They need to remake this card with a dagger sticking out of his back, so it's post-assassination. Okay, so we'll block with Command and Conquer. Flick the other knife to mark me, that's fine. You choose, you get red back, and then I can do... Pick up the point. Interesting. Ah, so they must have gotten in a... Okay. Not what I would have gone with. Wait. Sorry. Yep. Ah, never mind. Alright, that's totally fine. So we're going to break the chain, Orb Weaver Spinneret, mark the Black Widow for 6. Oh, also, I should change this to the correct music track now that we're playing games. Flick a knife at you. So that's going to be the full block for 6, but I'm going over by 1. There we go. Then I can move to Arsenal step and keep going. And then we can move to Arsenal. Interesting. This is a good time to give you an inertia trap So what I will do is I will go ahead and say no, go ahead and react, put an inertia trap under you, and then I will pass back to you. Leave no witnesses. So that is coming in for 4. Is there any way I would want to give up my entire hand for that? Is it right to do Tunic and Lair into CNC? I could do Tunic and Lair to CNC, but then you don't have an arsenal. Honestly, losing it is not that big of a deal at the moment. I would much rather have a good return. We're going to give Tunic Lair. I don't want you to get the silver. And then we are going to come in for just a measly 1, threatening a mark. Cool. That's just going to block. Okay, Battlefront Bastion is interesting. And then we'll transform this turn. We got Tarantula. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've also got a pretty strong opener for it. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I would have been happy with... No, I'm really happy with that. I'm not happy with that. I could block 6. I could just give you the arsenal. I have a really good and strong snapback. You know what? You can have my CNC. We'll do Orb Weaver Spinneret into a Up Sticks and Run into a Dagger for 8. And that's going to deal 9 damage, and then we'll come in for a Dagger for 1. Flick the other dagger at you. That's fine. Arsenal that. Okay. Pretty strong next turn as well. No on-hit effects, we take it. We'll accept the mark. Okay, we'll accept the double mark. Interesting. Okay, we'll accept that. This is pick up the point. I assume you will be retrieving one of your daggers. We will give you the mask so that way we can become Black Widow here. And we'll take 1 point of damage. Yeah, that's on me for not properly blocking correctly. Yeah, we have to take that. That sucks. I got overzealous about that. We'll do Savor Bloodshed into Kiss of Death for 7. Okay, so you're blocking 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to pump this up to 10, as well as give it starting point. And then if you de-react this, that's totally fine as well. Yep. And then we will just then pick up the point for 3. No retrieve. Wait. I forgot to flick the knife. Ah! Damn it. Okay, that's fine. We will do Orb Weaver Spinneret into this, coming in for 1. Then we will do Savor Bloodshed into Graphene Talishar for 7. Go again. We will remark you with the Scar Tissue and deal 10 damage. We'll resolve those as they are. I don't have a good attack action card currently. I mean, Kiss of Death is fine, and it gets me up. So we will go ahead in Codex of Frailty, choosing Kiss of Death to send Kiss of Death at you. Because it's 5 damage overall, and I'm 6 with the Flick Knife, and I'll get you down to 3. Being that you're also a very heavy dagger-based deck. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so both of your daggers have -1, but your first dagger is going to get +3. What am I terrified about here? No blocks. Okay, so you're coming up to 8, 7, 8, 9. So that'll put me down to 7. Okay. Nope, 0. Flick the other one, deal 1 damage. Give it go again. And then flick the Kiss of Death. Your other one's going to come in for 0, though. Codex of Frailty. Let's see. Let me see. You have C and C up. So this is coming in for 5. So we block 3, take 2, freeze up the arsenal, which I want, but lose that. Block 3, take 2, freeze up the arsenal, which is what I want. Flick knives. Okay. So you can have the arsenal then. Mark the Black Widow. Flick knife. Wait for it to connect. Stains of the Redback. D reacts. Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's 7. Codex of Frailty. Choosing Kiss of Death. Kiss of Death coming in for 3. Get that. Find how they are. Arsenal that. Fantastic. Black Widow. Block 5. If you had a shred, that would have been the time to use it. Because I'm going to send 2 Caliceros at you. So D-react them. There it is. You will reapply the mark. This comes in for 4. Okay, let's see what they got here. That will put you down to Flick Knives range. Sink below is the card. Kiss of Death. I will take your last card in your hand, please. And I will just go ahead and flick a knife at you to deal 1 damage. One damage. No on hit. I am marked discard card on hit. I don't want to give up Flick Knives here, but Flick Knives is the card I am giving up here. Okay, so you will Flick a Knife to deal 1 damage to me. I will do a up, sticks, and run. Yes, paying the 1 to equipping the dagger. Then I will come in for 5. I will go ahead and say +3 to the dagger. Do you react? There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We got the first game. Let's give our opponent a good game. Thank them for being here. Take a good sip, a well hard-earned victory. Very interesting. Very dagger focused. Very much flicking the daggers, kind of like Syndra, but also buffing them a lot like Fang. So it's like, it's almost like they were going for, they were saying the 2 people who were best opposed to the hero. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another game. Okay, this is gonna suck. We'll put on our headpiece. Make sure we have all of the blues that we can, as well as those. Never put those in Arsenal, Zach. I do not like playing against this deck. And then we'll take those out. And we'll take all 3 out to put the expose in. Okay. From what I remember from way back when, this game sucks. I mean, at least he doesn't have the wand. Okay, so you're going AB, so we'll go AB1. Pitching that, passing that, and then we will block 6 here. Okay, fantastic. So then we are going to just do you will get marked, and then we'll come in for CNC for 6. Arsenaling the Codex of Inertia. Let's see how well this works. Okay, we got one of the channels, still sneaking in for 1 damage. And Earthlord Bounty. I mean, Millennium Tree, we'll take it. Put that on the bottom, arsenal that. Dagger heavy turn. We'd love to see it. And then you'll probably put Channel Heroic back on the bottom, so that's fine. Draw your card. Turn that off until I'm like dead. Reaping Blade for 4. We're going to take the 1 rune chant. I need it. Okay, so here we go. To the point. Still going to deal 2 damage to you here. Good to deal it as we are pitching the Tarantula Toxin, because the Tarantula Toxin doesn't have text here. That's totally fine. That's essentially what I was going to do with that card anyway. Codex of Inertia time. Oh, baby! Oh, yeah! That is the card we could have asked for. And we got. Leave no witnesses! How do you want to lose your card? You want to lose it to me, or you want to lose it at the end of your turn? It's always there when you need it. Okay, gain a life. Banish the top card of your deck. It's not the card I would have hoped for, but we'll take it. Huh. Take the 3. Up 6 it runs. Into... You could do Kiss of Death. The issue is I can activate Tunic here to gain the resource to starting point. Which I don't like that. So instead, Savor Bloodshed, Kiss of Death. Okay, we're getting the full bark skin early. Flick a dagger. That's fine, because it gives it go again. So we'll go ahead and use that to give it go again. Use Tunic and pitch the Leave No Witnesses to come in for 1. You will let this hit. You will become marked. And then I'll send the second Kiss of Death for 4, threatening a draw card on hit. That is how you do it. D-react. That's fine. You are marked, and I will accept the hand I am given here. Discard the Scar Tissue. Pretty good. We are going to take all of this currently. Yeah. So we are going to go Orb Weaver, discarding a Scar Tissue, functionally the same thing. And then we'll do Persuasive for 4 into Stains of the Redback. There we go. We found the line. I almost made a mistake. Fantastic. And then we get nothing, because you are going to full block this, which is equally as good. Not sure why you wouldn't want to take that. I mean, I get why you wouldn't want to take that. It's a lot of damage. Codex of Inertia, getting a Scar Tissue, which is very good because that is free. And then we will go ahead and buff it, so that way we remain marked. And then you will full block this. And you will also get rid of a bunch of cards from your graveyard to do it. Which is fine, because you have 1 card left in hand. Perfect. Zero. We will say no blocks here. 3, 6, 9. This is going to be quite a lot of go again here. Let's see what I can get through here. Another pain in the backside. Don't mind if I do. So I've seen 2 of my 5 retrieves. Come in with a Mark of the Black Widow. Give me that last card in your hand. You know, you love to see it. They fell right for the trap. We are going to start by daggering you for 1. Okay, you're going to let that hit. In that case, we are going to conflict the other dagger, pick up the point to retrieve. Yeah, I think that's what I do here. Flick the other dagger. Pick up the point. Yes. Equip. Use the tunic. And send surgical for 4. Don't tell me Gerudo Valley is not a combat song. Okay, so we got the rest of their equipment. Fantastic, Redback. Not bad, not bad. What can I do here? So they're going to create 2 rune chants. Why 2? 2. Fantastic. We have CNC and Arsenal. Start by daggering you for 1. We're going to react to push up to 5. Assassin attack gets +3. That's totally fine. Then we're going to CNC you for 6. Fantastic. We got almost every card out of your hand. We get to keep the Codex for later. And we have a decent turn. Okay, so you get to go ahead and draw your card. You're choosing Felling, which makes sense. Reaping Blade for 5. I don't want to take the 5. But I will. There is a Leave No Witnesses. I was about to say, where are all my Leave No Witnesses? Savor Bloodshed into Dagger, playing Tarantula Toxin, right? Or pick up the point into Dagger. Yeah, we'll do pick up the point first. Wait, nope, that would have been a mistake. Yeah, we'll do it that way. That's fine. And then we will give it +3. Make sure it hits. Hope for a blue or a yellow to send the next one at you. Perfect. Send an extra dagger at you. Reapply the mark, go to Codex, choosing Leave No, and then coming in for 4. I wonder if just not having the staff forces you to be a little bit more aggro on Florian. Let's see, what did I get? Probably an Earth card because it turns you online. Yeah, so we got 2 Earth cards into the Banish, which sucks, but like it advances my game plan a lot, but it doesn't give me a red like I was hoping for. What have I got here? 6. So honestly, I think it will be block, block. You can have 6 block. Dagger you for 1. Okay. Mark the Black Widow for 4. Expect you to full block this. Fantastic. So we know your other card in your hand is a blue, so that's going to be 5 damage. So let's go ahead and move to Arsenal. Felling of the Crown. That is a card. If only I had a way to give Leave No Witnesses go again. So I can do take 8, dagger, this, activate shred. We're just going to take 8 here. Okay, let's go ahead and activate Kiss of Death. Because this is technically 9 points of damage here. Let's see what they do. Cool. Activate that, discard that, shred your other card. D-react? Flick knife, flick this. Sink below. So grasps into Reaping Blade for 5. We can do pretty much take it. And then we'll block the 4 here. Fantastic. We are going to do an up sticks and run. Yeah, we'll go ahead and retrieve the dagger. Then we'll go ahead and dagger you for 5. Just a measly 5. We will go ahead and flick the other dagger to deal 1. And then we will give this +3, so it's lethal, forcing you to have a D-react. There it is. Still getting that 1 through, though. You love to see it. Getting you all the way down to 4, which puts this your lethal range. And also forcing you to block. Yep, D-react. And then you're going to send 5 at me again. Let's see what I get in response. A turn that yells AB block. Arc Knight into sword for 5. 5 will put me down to 4. I send a little, so we're just going to say, okay. Yeah, I should have arsenaled the +3. It would have been interesting. We'll go this, Orb Weaver Spinneret into Graphene Calicera, currently coming in for 8. Activate Redback, Give it +3. Force that on hit at least, because you block 10 with the D-React. And that is my game! There we go. Good game. Where's the good game button? There it is. Okay, so we definitely got that one. Was a little close. Wasn't the worst game I ever had. Could have played it a little differently. Yeah, so how many more D-Reacts did you have in deck? 2. Well, that's a block, not a D-React. So 2 D-Reacts, so they were running out there. They don't really have a good hand next turn either way. What's their plan here? Just to send this at me for 3? Oh, they did an all red hand. That's what happened. Okay, we got there in the end. 2 wins. Let's see if we can't get a 3rd. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be right back. Alright, I am back. We are currently 2-0 in the games. We are doing great. This is not. We are going to keep kicking butt, taking names, and get that 3-0. I say that now. I am ready to lose my next game. Alright. I do like how Inertia Trap is, Codex of Inertia is just the Schism of Chaos. Okay, let's send a message, good luck, have fun. We're putting in the card that says whenever it's greater than. We are taking out... happened, I think. Yeah, not playing Exposed. It's an awful card in this matchup. The rest is just Erase. Okay, so we are first. We're going to start with a Hunter's Clay for 1. Kiss of Death. Okay. Interesting. We're also going to say no blocks. Yep, so you will mark me on hit. All I have to do is prevent... Oh, you can't even swing it. So we'll start with the cut from the same cloth. That will mark you. We will then come in for a Kiss of Death. We will then to the point. And we will also... Could Tarantula Toxin it. But I feel like Stains of the Redback is the better move here because it is the +3. And then we will go ahead and move to Arsenal. So we've got that. That's pretty good. We can do... We'll just take 8. Okay, you get go again. What the fuck that you drew cards like that? Not entirely sure how he got to draw that card. Okay. Interesting. One bit by 6. Yeah. Nah, Tread. I was gone for an entire week, buddy. It feels like nothing changed. But Mario's back too. I'm currently 2-0 right now. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the full block. Very good, very good. It will be my first transform of the game. Okay. My take on this... I'll tell you what. We'll talk about the spoilers after this game. I have a little bit I want to say. Okay, so I'm marked here, so I can't let anything hit. That's not fantastic. So they aren't yet, but they do have infinite. Okay, so your front pump. So this is currently coming in for 7, 8, 11 is what I can expect it to be. So that'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we could do... We could say that they don't have it. And then force them to have it by turning into Black Widow. And of course they have it, yeah. But they're good. I think I was a little apprehensive to the fact that it seems like every single new Brute and new Guardian card requires either the Reviled or Revered. But because I want to go aggro, and also because I'm an idiot. So here we've just got to go. Surgical extraction. Ah, crap. Okay, so we got to go Mark of the Black Widow. Let them full block this out. I had an idea. My idea is wrong. But this will still work in the same way. This is still... I could threaten a full hand disappearance here if they don't block properly, which they did not. So we're going to remove surgical extraction, and we're also going to give a go again. And if how did they have a D-react? Come on, buddy. Yeah, trapdoor would have been the right choice here. I threw this. You know, it's one of those things where as soon as someone starts watching you play, you made a mistake. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a mistake. What a goof. What a goof. I'm gladly going to take the L here. Nah, Trent, you're totally good. I'd rather you watch it and me make a mistake than me playing with myself over here. So this is going to be 15. This is 9. What can I present? Not nearly enough. Undo blocks. Go ahead. Wipe me out. Wipe me out. Yeah, Blade Fury. Oof. If... Yep, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here. I'm going to have to go back and watch that VOD. Oh, that probably says something so embarrassing. Oh my god. Okay. This has been a quick game, and I made an early mistake. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Well, doing it is different than... Alright, if you've got it, you've got it. You've got 4 cards. If they're all D-Reacts, that's hilarious, but you've already played 2 D-Reacts. That's true. He's already done 2 Sync Belows. I think he's... No, really? Okay. No, that's gonna be... Yeah, that's game. That's game. He doesn't need much more to kill me here. Pallades is gonna be amazing. If nothing else, she's gonna be so much fun to play with. Phrasing. 3, and then we'll give you 4. And if you have it, you got it. Yep, there it is. What does this do? Yeah, there you go. Interesting. They kept an arsenal knowing that I am Arachnid Funnel Web. Not my choice. I mean, they definitely got this. Yeah, so, hold on a second. We're gonna go to... We're gonna ignore all of that. No, I was trying out the guy who won second, his deck. That is true. They do have Crown of Providence. This is why you always look at your opponent's hero. And equipment. This is Devious Landing. Yeah, I can't search like that, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what they did. They said 7. I'm just going to go ahead and let them crown if they want, and then they're going to block 4. Okay, so they were going for the... Ooh, I got you. Okay, let's take a look at my next hand. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. We can do block 3, and then you can bump it up. Okay. No go again yet, but you did draw a card. Oh, devious planning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially the one card that they just revealed. That's like, what was it? It was essentially like, hey, you can get any suspense aura you want from your graveyard. Oof, that's gonna be nice. And there it is. Send a message. Good game. You know, I did say as soon as this game started that I was gonna lose this because I was on a winning streak. Yeah, on hit. No, I like. Hold on, where is it? Have they posted the cards yet? I like the cards that are just like, hey, here's a base 3 attack. But if it's 13 or more, I don't think they've posted those here because they were new. Let's go to Reddit. This should be right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that was funny. I love that. Top. And then this week. Okay, so this card is so cool. Okay, so Truth and Trickery is such a fun card. I love the concept of just like, hey, what's the color? And then if they're wrong, they discard a card. Yes, Tower will see a comeback. Anything that has that, so the card you're talking about is okay. So the Tower keyword, yes, yeah, exactly. This definitely, especially, and they're easier to get than the other ones, especially with Verdance, right? Yeah, Florian coming back. Just blowing up all of the rune chants is so punishing. This is interesting. That essentially turns Pallades into... We're assuming Pallades does do the major buffs, right? Also, the only issue with these is that if you're going to do what I assumed that Goliath was going to be, which is a very heavy buff deck, mostly focused on his weapon, the good thing about the other new... cards that start at 3 and get buffs. Where are those? No, that's... I think the other ones are revered, not reviled cards. This is cool. The fact that it starts at 1, so it's just always going to be a 1. I think... What's this? This enters the arena of crowd roots. Target attack gets +1. That's... pretty good. It is an instant, so no, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I think a lot of this is really cool. This is pretty, yeah, so never mind, they're base tower. So the thing about why I don't think these will see play in Lilith, but this might, is because it's the lower starting bar. And Lilith is going to be about the setup and then the payoff, in my opinion. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see the specialization cards especially. Those are going to be fun. This is awesome. Whoever did this art, hit me up. I want that card. But personally, and I won't keep going so that way, don't just become a content farming channel as much as I want to be, because that sounds easy. Tower is definitely going to see in Pallades without a doubt. Let's take a look at some of the spoilers, because I think we might see something that would be... The thing is, we need more Revered Guardian cards that buff attacks. More cards that buff attacks, really. Just being able... Yeah, she's going to be able to draw a card. I mean, as great as it is, it's going to just bring the Stonks of Balance of Justice way back up again. Balance of Justice is such a fun card. I love it. But I feel like we get another hero that draws cards like crazy. We're going to be seeing Balance of Justice again. I feel like that's kind of what they're doing, is one hero a set is going to be drawing cards. Don't know how I feel about that. But I do like the new set. I don't know. I mean, if we look at the the expansion slots, this is what I'm most excited for, if I'm going to be 1,000% honest. In fact, if you go to my February deck list right now, you'll see that one of the decks I've currently got working on is Huntsman's Back Baby. And I just like that they took bonds from everyone else and gave a better bonds to Huntsman. A bonds that doesn't have to hit, you know? Just a good bonds. It's just hunter or hunted question mark. First of all, that's hilarious because there's a call hunter or hunted non-question mark. Like, the fact that they did that, I mean, it's not good. It's not going to make him good. So it's got hunted or hunter, hunter or hunted. And I like that they did this. Like, it's not going to make him a good deck. It's going to make him a fun deck. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. But let me ask you this. On your turn before, you pair hunter or hunted with something like where is it? What's the card I'm looking for? With something like cut from the same cloth, right? So you see your opponent's hand. You then decide to go to block with hunter or hunted. You know what's left in their hand, and you can then... You still have to filter for it. True. But I think it's going to be fun to build around. I don't think it's going to be good. Listen, Huntsman is just... Oh, you have to call it before you move the card to the bottom? When this defends... Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Is that how that works? If that's the case, then yeah, you're 1,000% right. You just call what's on top. If you play a card with contract, look at the top card of your... Oh, because you don't get to reveal after you move it to the bottom. I thought you did it twice. You're 1,000% right. You just call whatever's on top. Yep. I thought that you got to take a sneak peek, but that's because of the cut to the chase. Listen, I've been a Huntsman fan since day one. Okay, I like Huntsman. He's got a special place in my heart. I will happily play this deck for fun. I mean, this deck. I mean, on the other side, outside of how not good this card is, the other thing about this card is it is just 4 silver for free, unless you hit like a legendary. This is just a free 4 silver, 3 silver if you hit a majestic. Yeah, exactly. But it's at least, on the worst case scenario, it's 1 silver, which is already on rate for most contract cards. But in the best case scenario, it is 4 silver, which is fantastic because it can replace 2 pieces of equipment immediately. So if we look at that, that's 4 block, and then 2 block on armor plus the armor effects, plus the 4 silver gain. I think this card is pretty good. Do I think we need an Arachne Huntsman specialization specifically? Yes. Is Regicide better now because of all the heroes that wear the crown? Yes. Is it good enough to win a game? No. I'm going to win a game once this set comes out with that combo anyway, because I really need to put my Blackout Regicide in a deck, and I really need to get a Marvel Arachne Huntsman. That's just where we're at. We just need to get all those... Once all those pieces are together, this deck is going to have Plague Hive and Coercive Tendency signed by Mark Poole. And, you know, I'm going to be a very happy camper with all of these cards. It's not going to be good. It's going to be fun. And I think that is what's imperative here. Is the deck that's most fun is the deck that I will play. Now, listen. Trent, you and I both know that this, where is it, is very interesting. This is fun. I'm sure aggro is happy. I am happy. Unfortunately, I still don't have a Trouble Donnie. And I may never. This is just a sad fact of the game, is the fact that I do not have a Trouble Donnie, and I may never have a Trouble Donnie. But at least I have all my assassin stuff. So cheers to that. The horse is back. My favorite thing is I own a alt art. Oh yeah, without a doubt. No, I mean like but it just goes to show like the thing is this game. Every deck has a chance. He got incredibly lucky for that. But I mean, if you were ever going to do that, now's the time, especially with all of the gravies, getting affected by the ban. They're still strong. I mean, let's just take a look at who's currently playing. One, two, three gravies. A heck ton of Arachne. What the hell are you doing here? How many Arachnes is that? One, two, five. Five Arachnes. One of which is a huntsman. Are they still playing? Okay, Graven's Call in the graveyard. Oh, okay. That's cool. And this is classic constructed. This isn't even gravy with the new stuff. We love to see it. We love to see it. Competitive CC, yeah. So, I mean, Ocilio had the weekend of his life though, and that was awesome. I feel bad because I'm saying a bunch of stuff about games that I haven't personally even watched because I have been so busy this last week that I have not even today was the first day I played a Fab game in a week straight, and that is crazy for me because I like to go to 3 armories a week. So, but it has been good, taking a break. I mean, I've got to get some editing done. I found some videos about how to make your pitch higher. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna get another game. Trent, who do you want me to play? Give me a deck list or a deck hero name. Oh God. Woo-wee. Okay, do you know what? We are just going to go to... Where is... We'll go to here. We'll go to decks. We'll go to command classic construction. We'll go to... Oh, these are my decks. Ha! Classic construction. We'll go to Florian, root word. And then... Is there a modern one? Here we go. Battle Hardened 2025. This is going to be awful, and you will have to forgive me for this. So we got the full armor block. You were playing Volda. Oh God, I didn't even look if this one had a matchup. It doesn't. Which means we're playing defensive, so we'll go second. We'll do that. We'll go more defensive here. And then we will take out... This is going to be bad, y'all. This is going to be awful. We're going to fat deck this. Okay. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Not bad, because at least my turn can be Canopy, Shelter, and do Grasp, Arsenaling, Trot Along. But I'll probably block with Trot. Oh, okay. So what we'll do is we'll do Grasp with the Arc Knight into Rune Rager Swarm. Gladly take that. Swing Reaping Blade. Tip! Don't put this in your arsenal. You cannot blah defend from arsenal. That's totally fine. Fantastic. That sucks. And this is coming in for 9. And I can only block with 1 card. So we can do 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which would full block it. What is my other option here? Discard, take 9. We'll block 9. I just don't want to get hit by a Terra Sunder. That just feels bad. Do I have to lose Face Purgatory early for that? Yes. Yeah, no, I have never played this deck. This is the first time I'm ever playing this. Channel Mod Heroic into that for 6. So I'm probably trying to play this like I'm playing an assassin or like a guardian. Definitely need. You are right. I do need a graveyard fill. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you are then going to Titan's Fist me for 4. What does this do? This is attack action cards. Gosh. Okay, so block here, and then that's at least enough to start decomposing. Okay, this has been abysmal. I'm sorry you had to see this. Yeah, that would have been perfect time to graveyard fill, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm realizing my major mistake. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to be better. No cards to draw on my turn. True, because it would have gone to the graveyard anyway. 1.5. Alright, well, for my first time playing Florian, you're going to have to forgive me for this. This is a deck I have only played against, and I am not... Like I said, I have been... No, now I'm going to only play Florian, okay? Oh my god, I gotta... What am I doing? Oh my gosh. This is what you get for not playing Fab for a week. You forget what cards do. You forget to pay attention to the fact that you have been crushed. Alright, we'll just gain that 2 life. So you're going to get out your free... Hey, look at this card. Good card. We are then going to Felling of the Crown, pitching this in a Germinate for that late game cycle, which at this point, I'm pretty sure we are not going to get 2. We're going to choose a Fruitus of the Forest to get 3, because then we'll still have 2. Fantastic. Oh, and I have... You know, reading the card does have a tendency to explain what the card does. I have not played an Earth Hero in forever. Jeez. I forget that I have to put a card from my hand to the bottom of the deck. Okay. And your turn. So here we got this. So we can do 2, 3. So we'll do it this way. We're going to ability here. We're then going to do... Wait. I have to wait till that ability resolves. We're going to do both sides of these. Oh my gosh, I thought I had less life than my opponent. No life gain this turn. Crazy. Crazy. Nein! Das ist not gut. Draw a card. You know what? You know what? I'm trying here, okay? I'm trying. I haven't played Runeblade in years, it feels like. We're going to do draw a card here. I forget what value points I'm getting in where. Whoa, what did I just hit? I've never seen that before. Seems like I'm causing an error whenever I do it, though. What have I got here? Crush the weak. Yeah, but she already had 3 Seismic Surge tokens, so I was okay with it. Why is Outed playing this deck? What the heck? Block 3. Yeah, okay. That's silly. Alright, we'll block like this. I know I'm misplaying this game. I know I'm throwing Arcane Seeds to the graveyard when they should be going to the bottom of the deck. But at least it gets it in the graveyard. Alright, fantastic. No buffs. That's fine. At least I can send 3 damage this turn. If I win this by some miracle, I don't know what I was doing. Okay, there we go. 3 go again. Just get that pokey damage in, damn it. We're gonna learn. You're gonna see me playing Gravy for nothing but Florian for the next week. And I'm gonna come back as a Florian goat. We gotta get them to block. Yeah, they can just full block with armor, I guess, but at least it gets me some of that gone. Yep. You know, every journey starts with one very bad and misplaced step. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. 11 dominate. That's fun. So we can do, hold on, 4 full send, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's still too much. So we could do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Embodiment of Earth does not affect defense reactions, right? It only affects reactions. Or non-actions, so it wouldn't affect defense reactions. Alright, we're just gonna move to defense reactions. This is, oh god, of course. Yes, decompose, boom, boom, boom. Wait. Yes, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay, so we're online, but it won't matter. We're about to get our head beaten in. This is all 3 cards out of our hand. At least now I can gain life. Oh gosh. Ten dominate again. Yikes. So this will be 4 block. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to start value counting them, okay? You know, I said I would like to start value counting them. This isn't exactly what I meant, but it's also not the worst card imaginable because it allows me to arsenal a Channel Mount Heroic. So they have a defense reaction in hand. So I'm happy about that. We'll see how far that takes me. That's that means they can send something like a 10 dominate, which sucks. This at least creates 2, so this would make any 3 block 5. What does an embodiment of Earth do? Non-attack action cards. So actually it would work with defense reactions. Okay. Yep. So now I can do any blue is a 5 Reaping Blade. Let's see what I got. So they create 2, and then they're going to draw a card, gain a life, but they won't gain a life. Non-attack action cards. Action cards. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, so there we go. And then Choke Slam for 4. We will go, hey, wait, undo block. Do D-react, put that on the bottom, go here, there we go, prevent 6. Then I can do Channel Mount Heroic into Grasp of the Arcanite, into Swarming Gloomveil, into Reaping Blade, which I think is not, well, hold on, I can't do Grasp because Channel costs 3. But played or created 1 or more auras this turn, this gets go again. So that's still not bad. You'd think I've never played this game with how I've been playing today. We are just going to go ahead and arsenal that. Yeah, you're good. So here we can do create X rune chants or embodiments of Earth to repeat process X times. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are okay. That's okay. That's going to come in for 7, which is bad because you just revealed this, which is going to do 4 or more. Germinate does not have go again. Huh. Alright. We'll go down to 7. And then you can send tech plating. And then... oh! Yeah, so I'm just going to concede here. Clearly, we're going to play this out. Wait, hold on. Jeez, if I knew how to pay... Okay, if I knew how to read, we wouldn't be in this situation. Yep. Well, I'm not dead yet, but essentially. I'm at 1 health. Oh, gosh. Next time. Listen, Trent, I'm streaming tomorrow, so we'll talk about this. Hit me up on Discord. We'll do this. It's going to be hilarious. Oh, gosh. Hey, it's a batter to a pulp. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and it's got dominate. You don't have to do me like that, man. Alright. Good game. My loss 1,000% because I do not know how to play this deck. This was hilarious. This was a lesson of, hey, you know, just because someone's playing a deck that you're not used to doesn't mean it's an easy deck, because that deck is way more complicated than previously thought. But I am probably going to call it here for the night. I know that it's early. I know that I could do another hour, but I am going to be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you are around, please check me out. I will hope to see all of you there. I will probably post something somewhere. I never do, but I'm lazy. What can you say? Other than that, I'm going to spend the rest of the night hanging out with my family, and then, yeah, Trent, I would love for a crash course. Any regard, it's a deck that I'm going to have to get used to. But yeah, I'm going to go hang out with my family, try and get some editing done tonight as well, grind some levels in RuneScape, because I'm a nerd through and through. But I hope to see you all tomorrow, and thanks for hanging out. Take care, and have a great evening.